Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to Apollo Art Analysis. Today we're going to be looking at a piece by the artist Cameron. He is a digital artist working primarily in the medium of photography. He experiments with a bunch of different things from nature photography, you'll see here, does a little bit of landscape stuff, and he also experiments with, say, it's hard to say exactly what it is. It's kind of like a silhouette on these colored backings. I kind of call it experimental, but I really like it. So in this work, when we'll be talking about kind of high attention colors, we're going to talk about the azalea bush. We're going to talk about the celebration of Mother's Day, and then we're going to break it off with a little bit of a note on amateur photography. So let's jump right into it. So whenever you first see this piece, you're caught with just a flood of all these flowers. Those really fill the spatial composition, and of course they go from edge to edge, and there's no escaping it. You'll see that these flowers here, they of course have the curves, as many blooming petals do, and curved lines always imply a sense of motion. So it's almost as if the bush is kind of blowing straight before our eyes. And I think that's pretty interesting because that kind of live scene of it happening instantly. Oh, let me remove that. So yeah, whenever you see that sense of curved motion really implies, or curved lines imply a sense of motion. And so that gives you a sense of visual energy whenever you first see this. You're probably invigorated not only through the implied lines or implied motion through those curved lines, but also through the high attention reds. And this reddish pink is a really vibrant color. Red, of course, always calls your attention. It's kind of like a visceral or almost a primal type of color. But this red is also combined with that pink, and it really just pops and captures your attention instantly. So here we're looking at the azalea bush, and we're looking at a pretty close-up shot of it. Each one of these are the individual blooming petals there. And I believe it belongs to the genus rhododendron, and azalea bushes actually bloom they bloom around spring, which is quite fitting. You know, it comes just in time for a very special holiday. And so that holiday is Mother's Day. This piece is actually from 2020, and the artist titled it Happy Mother's Day from 2020. And so Mother's Day, first and foremost, is a celebration of family, of course, a celebration of the mother. And that is really, really important. You know, it's not very hard to find great gratitude or celebration for our moms because, well, without them, we wouldn't be here. You know, you have, silly internet, you have Mother's Day, and you know your mother is really the result of us being here, and that is first and foremost the divine feminine, and we all owe a great deal of gratitude to the divine feminine, or else we wouldn't be here in the first place. And so Mother's Day is extremely important, and I think we should always pay close attention to it and really celebrate and cherish our mothers. And so finally, I wanted to talk a little bit about amateur photography and the really unique opportunities that stand to the digital artist today. You know, everyone has some compared to years ago, we have some of the best cameras in the world straight in our back pockets. So the rate of advancement on that technology is just quite remarkable. And if you're a photographer who likes taking pictures, or maybe you're a cinematographer or a videographer and you just like making videos, whatever your type of content creation is, it's really important to note where we stand today. And so today we have this priceless opportunity where, you know, you don't have to rely on anyone to have your voice heard. You kind of just send it out into the internet, and you have a high chance of discovery based on, you know, your dedication, how long you're working at it, and then also the medium and work that you're doing. So I think that's really important because artists nowadays have an incredible amount of opportunities. Just think about it. You can get quite popular on social media through, you know, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, whatever platform you choose. And then once you do that, let's say you're an artist, you could then sell your art after building a community, hopefully to some fans that would like to support your work, and you can sell that on, say, the digital art markets and the global digital art markets. So I think that's a really, really important lesson that we can learn. That photography is just priceless, and you know, there's an almost endless amount of opportunity for the individual artist nowadays. There's a lot of low-hanging fruit, so we kind of just have to keep our eyes open, and we have to stand up and keep watching. So I think that's really important, and that's really what I was thinking of whenever I was taking a look at some of Cameron's work. So now we're going to take a look at his profile. We're going to take a look at some of his pieces. So here you'll see, first and foremost, some nature pictures. I'm not sure if this was at an aquarium or he literally took these underwater, but just some incredible colors from that. It's clear he likes experimenting with some perspectives here. For example, with that one, you see the perspective on the roof, really unique angle there. A little bit of a landscape, some landscape work. See the bridge there. He likes posting the sky as well. Oh, my internet is slow. There we go. Ooh. There we go. So this is what I meant by kind of experimenting. You'll see, he experiments with light and color, and he even experiments a little bit with color correction as well. So it's clear he doesn't just like showing nature or just one thing or the other, but he really goes around. There's some kind of electronic lights there. He really likes moving around and showing a bunch of different type of depictions and types of environments. This is what I was referring to earlier when I said experimental. You have, some really unique color correction, but also that beautiful vibrant sky and that contrast of the silhouette against that. So I wanted to show you guys just some of his work to give you an idea. He's not just doing nature photography. He's not just doing landscapes, but he is doing, a bunch of different things. And I think that's pretty indicative of an amateur photographer. They're showing so many different things and they're kind of just experimenting to find what they like. So I think that he has a lot of potential, and if he just keeps working at his photography work, he could easily make some sales and really get some fans supporting him. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys learned something. We talked about the azalea bush, a little bit about the celebration of Mother's Day and the vibrant color of red, and a little bit about amateur photography and just the priceless opportunities which await the individual artist nowadays. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys learned something. Go check out some of Cameron's other works. Go give him some support and let him know what you guys think of his photography. So my name is Apollo. This was Apollo Art Analysis, and I'll see you guys on the next episode.
We hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you'd like to support our work directly, please check out our Apollo community tokens. Apollo Art Exchange is an ecosystem of art appreciation which elevates artists each and every day. Thanks for listening.